maybe your ears were ringing. I was talking about Senator Warren earlier because I was talking to the P&G CFO, John Mueller, about buybacks and how, sometimes companies issue stock, sometimes they buy back stock. It's balance sheet management. It's what they do. And to just say that they do it to juice the stock is so, sort of uninformed. If I were Cooperman, I'm not going there because I know exactly what did he say? Why don't you tell us?
And you're on the right track for sure, Joe, in sort of the way that Lee Cooperman is thinking about the invitation that Elizabeth Warren has sent to him. I just spoke with him. He's incidentally out on the water on a boat fishing when I spoke with him. But he says the following, and this is a direct quote from Lee. I acknowledge I received the letter. I'm trying to determine whether she's being objective or whether she's just trying to promote her own agenda. I'm a bit suspicious given how she never responded to the letter I sent her before. I'm considering the invitation. But he did go on to say that, friends and advisors of his, Joe, to your point, are telling him that he shouldn't do it because they feel that she's just going to try to embarrass him if he does, in fact, show up on the Hill to discuss this issue. Now, the letter that he is specifically referring to was dated October 30th of 2019, if you recall, where she had tweeted about Lee Cooperman, and then he responded with what my guess is a 5 or 6 page letter that he sent directly to her, which he claims she never responded to. And that's where he sort of directly takes on her idea of the wealth tax, where he uses terms like the vilification of the rich, your soak the rich positions on taxes, where he really specifically lays out sort of what he thinks is a better agenda than putting a wealth tax into play. And you'll have to forgive me, I'm literally reading this on the fly as we do this. So, he says in the original letter that he sent to her, I believe in a progressive income tax structure. It's really the mechanism by which Senator Warren was talking about the wealth tax, how the government would then be responsible for distributing the money that was raised through a wealth tax, when Lee Cooperman clearly laid out in these 5 pages all that he has done from a philanthropic nature to give back to society, as somebody who he lays out pretty clearly, and he said multiple times on our air, on your show as well, Joe, that he's essentially a guy who came from very little, who's self-made, and has done his best to give back to society. He's taken the giving pledge, Warren Buffett's giving pledge, and all of that. So it seems like Lee Cooperman is going to consider the invitation, but I guess I would personally be surprised if he actually showed up. He made it clear that he's got nothing to hide, that I think he would like to do it, but I think he's a little bit wary about what the agenda of the senator actually is, whether it's substantive and she's going to be objective, or if in his mind she's just going to look to embarrass him.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.